Today I have a tip for you. Boy, do I have an amazing, great tip for you. It's, as always, a money-saving tip. It'll save you money, lots of it. It has the capacity to save you half of your online tax preparation fees. And as always, it's something that I've been using myself. I don't intend to ever say something in these videos that I have not done myself, because I'm tired of all these gurus, all these online marketers, all these mentors that some of them start with good intentions and then they get full of themselves, and I won't mention any names because some are far more powerful than a small, very small online business owner and online marketer than me. But I digress. The money-making tip for this tax preparation season involves specifically the Tax Act software, which I've been using for several years now, and that is not by chance. When I started using software, I tested several, starting of course with the more popular and hyped ones like H&R Block and the other ones that are supposedly free, but you know, if you want to do anything even slightly complex, you're slapped with fees. And of course, this is probably one of the biggest scams because, as you know, once the software is developed, it costs the company nothing to disseminate it. After all, you're doing all the work, putting in all the data, and you know, they charge an exorbitant, arbitrary fee. So anyway, even so, when I started using the tax preparation software, I tested several, and the one that saved me the most money by far, I can't stress this enough, which really begs the question, who and how comes up with this software? Isn't it all supposed to do the same thing, take in the same data, and propose the same deductions? But anyway, so I saw years ago when I started using it, the Tax Act saved me the most money again by far. Also, it had an attractive feature that I don't know if it holds true for other tax preparation software, which is that if you pre-register for the following year, which is free, I would think that it's mostly a psychologically based feature, in the sense that if you commit to using the software next year, that you're more likely to use it. Of course, I don't know if that worked on me because I was so enamored by the fact that I saved all the money I saved, that commitment or no commitment, registration, pre-registration or no pre-registration, I would still have used it the following year. But anyway, it has this feature that if you pre-register, which is a free feature for the following year, that they give you a significant deduction in fees up to 50%. Anyway, what has been my experience with the pre-registration? That when it comes time to pay the fees with the Tax Act software, it usually makes no difference, in my case at least. I don't know if I'm doing the pre-registration wrong. If you've pre-registered or not, you get slapped initially So stick with me initially with the same fees as anyone else who might be using the software for the first time. But the first time it happened, I was furious, incensed. You can hear it in my voice right now, I'm sure. And I called their hotline. It's actually just a line. And, and by the way, if you do that, make sure to have them call you back instead of waiting like an idiot on the phone. Anyway, I called them back. I told them what was going on, that although I had pre-registered, I was being slapped because I hadn't paid yet with the same fee as someone who wouldn't have pre-registered. And immediately, with no fuss or muss, they reduced my fees by up to 50%. So this year it's a 50% reduction, and I'm very happy. I'm over the moon. I'm ecstatic. You can hear it in my voice, I assume. So that's my little money making, my little tip, my little weird trick, as they say. Although, now it's become an infamous marketing ploy to say one weird trick, and everyone knows it for what it is by now. All the ads you see, one weird trick for extending your penis by 10 inches overnight, right? One weird trick for eliminating your wrinkles overnight, Anyway, but this is one, not weird, but trick for cutting your tax preparation fees by about half. Maybe it also holds true with other tax preparation software, but I can't tell, I can't say, because that's the only one I've used it with, and don't intend to switch soon, because they have a very seductive feature. They keep all your data, your forms, your social security number, blah blah blah, all the personal data. So when it comes time to do your taxes, all that is done for you, pre-entered. So psychologically, it's so overwhelmingly nice, I dare say, to have all this done for you. And I've been thinking as I'm doing my taxes, what a pitiful, and I don't mean to judge, job it must be for all these people that are paid to input data and fill out medical forms. I'm sure it's a lucrative stay from home job, but what a life, inputting data in forms, and knowing that, the better you put in all those numbers, the better you'll do in your job, and maybe you'll get promoted, like, Chandler Bing in Friends, who tries to leave his accounting job in the first season, but turns out it's the one he's most suited for. Anyway, to summarize things, use Tax Act when it comes time to pay for filing your taxes. Give them a call, tell them you've pre-registered, whether you have or not, to be honest, and you'll see that amazing things will happen for you. You'll probably get more money back than you'll get from the federal government. As always, check in the description below. I'll try to put some money making link there for you, or some other offer. Bye.